have to play your way out of being on Hard Knocks off-season.
Learn Chinese, buddy. Konnichiwa.
It's a me.
Chat now. They make the playoffs next year with Sanders as their quarterback.
Steph Curry walked so Caitlin Clark could run. Rebecca Cup should go back to Canada where it belongs this next go-round.
I like to suck on him a little bit first. Make sure I get all this all
Where was Nick Bosa on January 6th?
It's the question we all want to know. Where was Nick Bosa on January 6th? This is Craft Brewed Sports. I'm Mike. That's Greg. Greg,
I love you, bud.
I love you
Like,
too, man.
already trying to start, dude. Already trying to start. Also, I don't have any audio, and it's amazing. Like, good times. Like,
I just like your first words on the show are "I love you, bud," and I'm like, "Thanks, man. Love you too."
also, oh Canada, our home and native land, something, 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 and all the Queen's command.
The Kings now?
Oh, yeah.
Did they switch? Don't they have to switch now to all the Kings command?
Yeah, sure. Queens, Kings. Nah, we don't switch. We it's God save the Queen. God save the Queen.
Dice is looking at my boy in his Colorado Nordiques jersey.
We're repping Canada, baby.
How was your sports weekend, Greg?
Much better now that Canada is coming for the trophy, baby.
You feel like that's fair, right? We've stolen their cup. They come for our pastime, right? That it's only fair.
Absolutely. Not only that, we don't deserve nice things anymore. So we will place what few nice things we do have in Canada's possession and hope that if one day we are a proper country again, maybe, just maybe, we'll earn the right to have them back.
Hey, Canada, can you hold this for me for a few minutes? Like,
Yes.
just hold on to that. Just, till things cool off.
Yeah. We don't want to lose this one.
I had a great sports weekend, Greg. Anytime Notre Dame beats USC, it's a good weekend.
Oh, yes.
Anytime the Irish take down, especially when it might be the last ever meeting between the two for the foreseeable future. So that's pretty great.
Why? When you posted that, I didn't understand. Is USC like not wanting to do this anymore?
Yeah, Lincoln Riley's a big coward, and he's trying to back out of the game and doesn't want to have to play Notre Dame with his tough Big Ten schedule that he's got to play. He wants out, and USC boosters are pissed about it. Notre Dame boosters are pissed about it. Fans are pissed about it. And the only person who wants this is Lincoln Riley, and it looks like he's going to get his way. And that's fine because the Jewel Shillelagh will be staying in South Bend forever now. So suck on that one, USC.
It's a tough way for them to go out, but if your coach is going to be a B.
Yep. Sucks to suck. You had the everlasting imprint of the end of the Notre Dame USC rivalry will be Jeremiah Love dry humping the end zone at the end.
That's not a bad way for the tradition to end, if you're being honest.
Absolute chef's kiss on that one. We got an awesome show tonight, everybody. We're going to talk some college football. We got to talk about Billy Napier getting canned. We got some more coaches on the hot seat now because of that. I want to talk about this tortilla toss tradition and the ending of that, because we can't have nice things in college football anymore because it's all about the money. We also, I've got a conspiracy theory about our boy Marcus Scott that we got to talk about in this one. I'm hesitant to bring it up, but I got a conspiracy theory. We're gonna have to talk about this one. I don't feel good about it, but we'll get into that one. We got a new Wiseguy, and we got the Kendrick versus Drake World Series coming up here. Toronto versus LA. We'll get Scott's feelings on all of that. I've called you Greg and Scott already in this. I'm terrible at this new name thing.
Figure it out, man.
I'm going to get there. I swear. I did really good for like 14 seconds and then blew it. Before we get to all that, though, let's talk about these beers that we were drinking tonight. As always, we rate them on Caesar scale, dog or no dog. Greg, what is in your mug tonight? Rate it, dog or no dog.
Well, we're fighting tyranny with the support of all Canadians, and we are fighting tyranny here at home by finding, after the news last week, that THC was back on the menu in consumables at our local gas stations and whatnot. I scooped me up a few. And tonight we are drinking Cycling Frog's Wild Cherry THC Seltzer. It is a 5-migger, and we've got 4 of them to taste test them and make sure that they are up to snuff. I can tell you right off the bat, dog. Dog. We're going to see how it holds up. We're going to see how I hold up. But we are, again, fighting tyranny both home and abroad with Cycling Frog THC.
I'm glad to hear it, man. I wanted to reload. I haven't gone to reload yet, but I need to go and reload before the ban kicks back into effect. But I feel like something tells me we're going to have a deal in place before that ban goes back into effect. Like they're going to let
I'm getting all the hooch on the second market that I can.
Jesse saying a 5 what?
5-migger. And so we've got 4. We've got 20 makers all together.
It never gets old. It never, ever gets old. All right, let's go through. I got to go through the comments here and see what everybody else is drinking here. Robert saying, hey, everybody, no drinking tonight. Spending dinner with the new lady. Cheers to a great show, though. Appreciate you, Robert. Good luck hitting that tonight. Sarah asking if the tortilla toss is too ethnic. No, worse, Sarah. It's worse than that as a reason why we're not doing it anymore. Gabe is drinking Green City Hazy IPA from Other Half Brewing Company, 7% ABV. He says it is a dog. We all know what the greenest city is. Yes, we do, Gabe. We sure do. What a great weekend. Rob giving me the tips that I should do what my son does and just yell, Greg Scott, and just sound like Doc Brown.
I'm in on that one. I'm totally here for that.
Jude discovered that last week. It was like, yeah, Greg Scott, like Back to the Future, and was super pumped to hear that one. Sarah's drinking a shot glass of limoncello. Fancy over there.
Fighting tyranny. Viva Italia.
Have you ever had that before, Scott? You ever had
limoncello? Oh, yes. I married an Italian, so I definitely had me some limoncello.
Fair enough. I didn't know which half of you had it. We got to ask.
The married half.
Tyson said, while I was picking up half-full beer cans left behind by Xavier kids, I found an unopened Coors Light, so I'm riding the silver bullet thanks to some Musketeer dweeb.
That's a dope.
Bold move to find a full Coors Light on the walking path and just open it up and roll with it. I probably wouldn't have done that. Matt Barr said he's drinking Charlottesville, Virginia's 3-Notch Brewing King of Clouds Hazy IPA, 7.5% ABV. He says it's a dog, but it's one you just tolerate. Pet on the way in, pet on the way out, leave it in between. Yikes. That's not a very good ringing endorsement there. Hopefully it gets better for you. And then Tank drinking Tito's and Cherry Coke Zero. Ooh, it's a hell of a combo, my man. This is the time of year, Scott, where I've been doing apple cider and then the caramel flavor. No, the caramel flavored vodka, like smeared on caramel.
Oh yeah,
it's delicious. All right, I got this one a couple weeks ago and I was very excited because in the Discord, Boyle mentioned that Masthead Brewing is the best brewery in Ohio. And I've had some things from Masthead, but not a lot. But I wanted to pick this one up as soon as I saw it. This is Masthead Brewing Company's Pumpkin Spice Latte Ale. I'm nervous about a PSL ale, right? We've talked about this before when it comes to pumpkin beers. The pumpkin beers are one thing. Pumpkin pie beers are another thing. But the pumpkin spice latte beers are a totally different thing. So I saved my first sip. Dude, I can smell the coffee in this. No, that's great. That is an absolutely great beer. Definitely a dog. There is so much like cinnamon and flavors on the back end, but it's like the coffee smell when you first take it. You like taste the coffee and then boom, switches right into the pumpkin and pie flavors. absolute dog. Would crush again.
I'm jelly. Sounds delicious.
Thanks at Masthead is solid. Visit their tap room when you're in Cleveland. I feel like I've been there before, but I don't really remember it because it's been that long ago. But I was doing a show up there with my buddy Kenny, and I think we stopped in at Masthead. Anyways, let's start this show off. I know it's World Series time, but there is some football stuff, and it is King of the Mountain. So let's start talking football. All right, Greg, we got another one that bites the dust this weekend. Billy Napier got fired at Florida. Florida has decided that they will pay his full $21 million buyout. And he's not going to be the last this year. Like the craziest
I caught parts of Florida twice so far this season, and both times I'm like, this team just looks inept.
They're bad. And here's the thing. They fired him after a win. They had just beat Mississippi State, and they were like, okay, we see what's going to happen here. You're going to rattle off a couple of wins, and then
we're not getting James Franklin.
Yeah, exactly. They're like, nope. Before you even have a chance to try to get a couple wins under your belt, you're out of here, bub. It's also interesting because like now you've got Florida and Penn State as two jobs that are going to be open this offseason. And those are some big time programs to be available. So my question to you, Greg, because the name that's been floating around is our boy Marcus. Everybody says Florida wants Marcus Freeman. Penn State wants Marcus Freeman. Does Marcus Freeman leave for either one of those programs?
No.
Thank God. Please be right. Please be right on that.
No. I think we talked about it last week. Ohio State. I mean, I don't know. Maybe at LSU and Alabama, but I don't think that Florida rises to that level. We know that Penn State doesn't. So yeah, I think Marcus is there. Like I don't see a school that could come calling anytime soon.
I worry because I didn't think Brian Kelly would ever be able to be like enticed out of Notre Dame with just a paycheck, and sure enough, he did. So a school like Florida could be, and it's an SEC school, man. They're loaded. They got that jack. So it's a little worrisome to me that I'm nervous. That's all I'm saying. I'm nervous.
I don't see it, man. I don't see it. Like I said, I think Ohio State and then the very top of the SEC maybe get you a little nervous and hot under the collar, but I think you're still good for now.
So the top of the SEC, if like Vanderbilt opens up, and I should be nervous. I should start sweating a little. If Vandy job is
good
open,
on Vandy.
I don't know, man. They're a good squad. They're like 6-1 this year. They're a good squad.
Well, and seriously though, like the way we've talked about it with the money and the way Notre Dame gets to keep all of their money, I don't know, man. Like what, why? Like why would you leave? I don't know. It's not such like a disadvantage, like not being at an SEC school now. So like, I don't know what really could they offer him other than just the paycheck? Because it feels like he's got everything you could want football coach wise.
You would think so, but then it's also the Notre Dame high and mighty shit too, where it's like, oh yeah, is it easier to recruit to a school like Florida than it is to recruit to a school like Notre Dame? And then it's like on top of that, you also get all of the money that we're going to throw because we're an SEC school and we were paying these kids before it was allowed to be paid. And like now we're just doing it out in the open. So dude, I'm scared. I just get nervous. I don't trust anything when it comes to college football, but it got me thinking about like, this is now two coaches, big name coaches in like back-to-back weeks that have been let go from programs that I wasn't expecting with huge buyouts. And these programs want to claim to be so poor that they can't afford to pay these players, but they're willing to pay James Franklin $50 million to not coach for them, or Billy Napier $21 million to not coach for them. Here's a couple other names that have been thrown around as like seats warm, seats a little hot, and their buyout. So Mike Norvell at Florida State is perpetually on the hot seat. Ever since they got snubbed from the playoffs, he is on the hot seat all the time. $50 million buyout for him. Luke Fickell at Wisconsin. They've gone back-to-back weeks without scoring a point against Ohio State and Iowa. So not even like, oh, they played Oregon and Ohio State, and I guess that makes sense. No, they played Iowa and then Ohio State and did not score a point in either one of those games.
Yikes.
He's got a $25 million buyout, and then the other one whose seat is pretty warm right now, your boy down in LSU, Brian Kelly. That seat is a little.
Then worry, because Brian Kelly might get you again, my guy. Brian Kelly might get you again. Now that I can't root for that. I can't openly. I'd be sad for you. I would be sad for you if that job opened up and then Marcus Freeman went there. Oof, I'd feel so bad for you.
That's why as soon as you said, I don't know, maybe like LSU was the only one I worry about. I was like, no, BK's on the hot seat. Everybody wants him gone. LSU fans hate him. No.
Oh yeah, I'd clench a little. You want BK to stay? Maybe you should be back channeling money to make sure that like you could be funneling it to a BK stay movement down there.
BK.com.
Yeah. Anything.
Listen, I know he killed a kid, but come on, that was before he got here.
But the recruiting videos, they're awesome.
That bar said, but then ND could bring Brian Kelly back.
I don't think that's an option.
Joe saying Brian Kelly saw the new Tulane jerseys and is very worried. Have you seen those jerseys, Scott?
I think so. The blue, the sky blue ones.
Yes,
yes,
like, Tulane City Edition.
Yeah, those are awesome,
bro. I'm gonna pull this up. These are absolute fire. Fire.
And the single back takes the handoff. Gets some space. On the 30.
Are you kidding me right now?
I mean, you're talking about the Tulane Blues, man. Why not see him IRL, when shit's happening?
IRL, he said.
I'm so mad that you just sit in the background with that and then just drop in your little videos that you finally have spent time on the show to do, and that's what you use your time for. As I'm scrambling. No, Sarah, I did not set him up for this. I swear to God, I never want to set Mookie up for his college football dynasty.
I mean, to be fair, the question was not asked by Mookie about the jerseys. The jersey comment came.
I mean, you did.
So
you brought it up, and it's ironic because Scott and I were talking as we're getting ready to play that, and I was like, "What color are you going to be? Should I go those light blues?" And Scott's like, "Yeah, why not? They look good." And see, but you miss it. See, we got to get the side view of the helmet.
Hold on.
Really
well, let me get there. God, Mook, hold on a second. We got to appreciate the jerseys first. The powder blue jerseys. It's got like the nice design on the helmet and on the shoulders. And then you're right. Those helmets just laying across the side. There's like, is that a?
But if you're looking, that's a hidden Mickey. Tulane's been Disneyed. Hey, I feel like Mickey Mouse is going to make an appearance. Hey, Mike, you talk to Mickey a lot. What's he got to say about these helmets?
Huh? These uniforms are super cool. Hiya, pal. We're rocking the powder blue. Hot dog.
Mickey throwing in a rockin'. I love it.
These powder blues are straight fire, huh?
That was awesome.
Those are pretty awesome. All right, so out of those three, let's do a sip, chug, drain, pour. Out of those three coaches that are on the hot seat, sip, chug, drain, pour. Not necessarily who you think is good, but who you think stays. Who's the safest out of these three? We're gonna sip, chug, drain, pour.
So sip is stay.
Sip is stay. Drain, pour is you're out the door, and it's Luke Fickell, it's Mike Norvell, and it's Brian Kelly.
I'm going to say that I am pour draining Norvell. I am chugging on Fickell, And I think BK's there. I think he's got at least one more year. I'm going to sip on BK. You're safe for at least another year. I don't think that they're going to. I mean, unless, of course, they nosedive down there. I mean, there's always that. Like, Kelly's got a short leash, but I think he'll make it through one more year.
I think you're right, and I'm going strictly on buyout amount because Luke Fickell's got the cheapest buyout amount. So Drainpour, they're going to get rid of him at Wisconsin. He doesn't fit in Wisconsin.
Back-to-back weeks of 0 points is pretty damning.
Especially against Iowa, bro.
Yeah.
Like, come on. I'm going to chug on Norvell. I think he's gone too, but I think they let him go throughout the rest of the year.
Do you really put it past BK, though, to not see the writing on the wall and bolt early? Like,
that's different.
Catch that bag at Penn State and just peace out before they can fire him.
Hold on, though, because it's a $50 million buyout. So I don't see Brian Kelly as the type to leave $50 million on the table. If he leaves on his own, he doesn't get any of that. Now I can see him.
Yeah, okay, that's a good point. Didn't realize that. Yep, he ain't going nowhere.
Like, I sure would like to go to Penn State, but also $50 million if they fire me. So I shit, you know what I'm saying? Jesse's saying Florida also really.
Are we talking our boy?
We are talking our boy,
dude. Dude, get me Lane Kiffin to Florida, please. That is a dream scenario. That's a program that he can shine at. Like, Ole Miss is just to get back in like the good coaching graces, and he's done what he needed to do there. Oh, Lane Kiffin at Florida, showtime, baby. I'm all the way for that. You don't want Marcus Freeman. You need Lane Kiffin, Florida. You need Lane Kiffin. He's more your speed.
Let's talk about Marcus, and we got to do this the right way because there's some worry here, Scott. I got some worry here. We're gonna pull up the conspiracy theory stuff. This weekend, Notre Dame USC had a great game in the rain in South Bend. Just a classic crappy weather scenario in South Bend, and Marcus looked fantastic. Like, my man was out here in a hat that I had never seen before, just looking dope. Like, I can't.
It's so hot.
I can't pull off this hat. Like
I couldn't pull off that hat.
Right? Here's the problem, though, Greg. This hat didn't make an appearance until after halftime. Now you might wonder, why would you put on a hat at halftime? Like, did it start raining harder? No, it was pretty consistent throughout. Here's my theory. Marcus was a little worried that he was going to mess up the dye job that he had done. Because, woof, does this look bad. Like, this is rough. He's got two separate hairlines here. Greg, there are two.
That's LeBron-esque.
It's Carlos Boozer-esque is what this is.
Oh, no. That's even worse.
This is that Beijing. Like, this is bad.
Oh, no.
So my theory here is that Marcus was rocking that in the first half, felt a little dribble, and realized he was about to go full Rudy Giuliani. And at halftime said, hey, somebody go get me a hat because I cannot have this running down my cheeks during the game. And went in at halftime, got him a hat, and he saved himself the embarrassment.
My only thing is, if that's true, I don't know if the white hat is the move there. If he had black hair dye dripping down, like, that's a dope hat. Dope hat. That would make it way more obvious. So I'm hoping that he's a little bit smarter than that. I agree with the theory. Like, I love the theory. But if he did a black hat for said theory, then it's not very smart. Not a smart move.
It reeked to me of just like, give me any hat, just whatever is available. I need a hat. And they're like, we got this one. He's like, fine, I'll take it. Because look at this hat. Like, it looks good, but also I've never seen Notre Dame have.
I mean, it stands out on the sidelines very much so. Is like, that's that hat in the hat shop where you're like, that hat's dope, but I could never pull it off, or I would never actually wear it. Like, it just looks cooler on the shelf than actually on my head. And that's why everybody on the sidelines wears old intern back there. They just the interlocking ND, like, keep it simple. Like the old school, like, nobody's rocking the white. Like, that's a bold ass choice. especially if your hair dye was like somebody might have got fired for that hat choice. If the dye was the reason for that, you'd be like, you got me a white hat, you stupid motherfucker. I'm not gonna wear this. If I go down for this, it's your ass.
I picture like a big third down play and the camera cuts to Freeman and he's just got the Rudy Giuliani dye running down his cheeks and it's like, oh no, my coach isn't cool anymore. My coach isn't cool.
Yeah, that could have messed up some stuff. But also, it would have been even worse if at the same time that dye is dripping down the side, you just get that black mark going across that white hat where like, oh, the cat's all the way out the bag. Like shit.
He doesn't need to do this, right? Like, there's
no, I don't think he needs to do the spray hairline thing in the first place. Like, sexy with it or with that. Nobody, dog. Look, hey, it ain't the hairline, man. I'm just throwing it out there. That's not why the ladies love cool Marcus Freeman. That is not why, man. You cool, man. Just you with or without the hairline, you've got it, dog. So just leave it, let it go, man.
And it went like 0 to 100 real quick too. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like I don't know that I remember seeing him have a receding hairline, and all of a sudden he's got 2 inches of Sharpie on his forehead.
Yeah, and that's what makes it look worse. It's like if it was a problem, it was never that noticeable.
Yeah, exactly. I've never seen Marcus Freeman with the painted on line. Like this is crazy to me. It's still a clean line, but
it better be for as much as he probably paid for it.
Dorian saying, why doesn't he go to Turkey or get what Dion has? It's a fair point. You got the money, man.
He's
and
like,
Jesse's
I ain't got
saying,
that Dion money yet.
Yes, he does. He got locked up again. Jesse's saying zero guard Freeman would be clean as fuck. That is 100% true. Can you imagine this man just clean shaven up top with just a beard?
That's what I'm saying, dude. It's not gonna matter. Like, imagine when he hits his what's his name phase. I'm blanking. A Lovey Smith. Imagine when he hits his Lovey Smith phase and he gets that white beard, that all white beard, dude. I'm telling you.
All right, I gotta ask your advice now that you brought that up, because my wife, who does hair for a living, said that she thinks it's time I start dyeing my beard, and I don't know how I feel about that, because she's like, I want it for dye it because it's still gray, but it's not super gray yet that it would be very noticeable if you dyed it orange, and I think it'd be pretty noticeable.
That's the thing. I mean, for people that see you enough, it's gonna be noticeable. Yeah.
I can't do it, right? I can't do that.
I couldn't do it.
Into what color? It would be orange, natural red hair looking. I don't think I could do that, right?
Yeah.
There's no way.
Yeah, see, look at everybody. Black. Now that would be hilarious if you just showed up with one of the painted on black beards.
Just go full Marcus Freeman with it.
Yeah, but for beard.
Joe said it's a no for me. Sarah saying don't dye it. Okay. All right.
I appreciate Alex's advice as a hairstylist. She should and would know, but in this case, I do not agree.
Ed coming in here saying, I tried it once with my beard. It was noticed right away. So,
yeah, I feel like it would be. And that's the thing. It's getting called on it.
You've gone too far at this point. Yeah, it's very white at this point. So okay. All right. Thank you, everybody. I will not do
way to crowdsource that one. Congrats.
But here's the thing. I don't get to make my own decisions about things, so I might have to do it anyways. There's a chance.
Tyson pointing out you'd look like Ryan Day. Nobody wants that look. Don't go full Ryan Day. Do not go full Ryan Day. That man looks ridiculous. Dude, if this was the late 90s, there's 1,000% chance he would have frosted tips. 1,000% chance, dude. That's how silly Ryan Day looks.
He definitely does. Sarah said, love a salt and pepper or cayenne and salt look. Sarah, it's not cayenne and salt. It's cinnamon and sugar. When you're a redhead, it's cinnamon and sugar.
See, that's the real conspiracy theory here. I think maybe what Alex is getting at is you be looking too good lately. You go with your Dick V and cinnamon and sugar and stuff. Now she's like, no. We need to get you back to just like orange peel.
Orange peel.
I think it's more that she's like, you look old. It's getting pretty white in that beard, and it's just gonna get whiter.
Well, it's one or the other. You either go full lovey or you got to go full carrot top, like young carrot top, just bright ass fucking orange.
I hate to say it too, man. When you fall asleep in the speakeasy on the reg, like you old. It is what it is. Like,
hey,
just
I'm not.
accept it
Look,
and let's move
I
on.
I love the show. I want Mike to show up to the youth kids games to coach and just have this bright orange fucking beard. Kids just looking at him like, what the fuck? Coach dyed his beard, right? Like we all agree, Coach dyed his beard.
Defense push up. Nah, I ain't getting closer to you. Like this. We're gonna stay back here. We'll be all right. It's fine.
Is it dripping orange down his neck? Oh no, it's running. It's running. Oh God, should we tell him? Should we tell him?
Somebody get me a COVID mask. Cover this up. It's raining out here. I can't have this dripping.
Yeah, don't do it, dude.
All right, I'm not gonna do it. Well, hold on. I'm gonna say I'm not gonna do it, but like I said,
Yeah,
I might be told. I might be told that I have to do it.
Yeah, I get that.
So we'll see. If just know that if I show up and it's been done, it was against my wishes because I'm with you guys and all of you in the comments. I do not want this to happen.
I feel like orange face is hot these days. All the cool kids are rocking orange face. So if you want to rule things, get an orange face.
Tyson said, "Call him Tang Beard the Pirate." And Tang said, "Mike pulls up next week looking like he ate Gritty's scrub." And then Gabe said, "We don't need you to turn into Mr. Chino." Boyle might get excited by that, Sarah. You're right. Little scrote talk, little coin purse. All right, Greg. Do you know about this Texas Tech Tortilla Toss thing? Have you ever heard about this?
I've heard of the Tortilla Toss before, but I mean I don't know of any controversy recently other than that it sounded mildly racist the first time I've heard about it.
So Texas Tech has a tradition that at the opening kickoff and then subsequent kickoffs, they throw tortillas from the stands. I don't know why. I did a little research. Couldn't tell you why this tradition started, where it started, who started it, how long. It's been going on for like 35 years, but no official reason for why this started. The students just throw tortillas, right? In the offseason, the Big 12 made a rule that said you cannot throw things on the field. If you remember last year, that was a big deal. There was a lot of teams throwing things on the fields when calls were made incorrectly and actually caused calls to get overturned. And then they thought that might encourage other people to throw things on the field. So the Big 12 came out and said, no throwing anything on the field. The first time it happens, it's a warning. The next time it happens, it's a 15-yard penalty. And everything after that is a penalty plus a fine. And it's like $25,000 a fine to the school for fans throwing things on the field. So Texas Tech this year has been like, you know what? This is our tradition. Fuck you. Take the warning. Go ahead, kids. Toss them tortillas. We don't care. And then Texas Tech is kind of good. And they're like having a decent year. And they've been penalized a few times and fined a few times. And the AD came out this week and was like, okay, guys, we got to stop. No more tortillas. Can't do this anymore. It's costing money.
Tradition be damned.
We might lose. Like, we actually are kind of decent here, guy. We got a shot at the playoffs. And if I lose my bonus for making it to the playoffs because you little fuckers are throwing tortillas on the field, I'm going to be pretty pissed off. All right. So no more tortilla toss. That's what we need to investigate is what's the bonus payout for the AD for making the playoffs? Because that's got to be the whole thing driving this is just him being like, yeah, fuck you, Big 12. We do what we want. Oh, shit, we're good. Hey, guys, about them tortillas.
This is so classically management. So classically management. Oh, it's a tradition. We stand firm. It's costing us a little cheddar. You guys better cut it out. Never mind. It's cutting into, like I said, cutting into our old bonuses over here. Now it's in our pockets. Now we're done. We are done here. I see one more tortilla. You're done for life. You're banned.
It was fine when it was warnings and flags. Nobody cared about that. But now you're talking money and my money? No.
No.
Now you've got Gabe, that's a great question. So we'll talk the sip, chug, drain, pour. These are objects that are thrown onto the field, or in some cases the court. So we're going dildos, tortillas, and marshmallows.
I like that he
at Notre
shortened
Dame.
it to dillies.
I did too. At first I was like, somebody throwing Dairy Queen? Like, what do we do? I was
That's
like,
funny because I
oh.
was sitting there thinking, I was like, who's throwing a full ass quesadilla on the thing? I was like, it went from tortillas to quesadillas. Like somebody was like, I'm gonna fill this tortilla. I'm gonna take it up a notch.
I'm gonna fill it. I'm gonna cook it. I'm gonna toss that shit.
Yeah, they got their tortillas, but we got our dillas right on the field. Hit them with the dillies. But okay, dildos.
Yes.
Okay, let's be serious. Serious.
Yeah.
Dildos. I am going to I as a player, I'm going to do this from the player's perspective. I really don't want to get hit by a dilly, no matter the court, the field, nothing. I don't want that in my place of business. I don't want to slip and get injured on a dilly, so no thanks.
That's going to end up somewhere you don't want it to.
Yeah, right. I'm going to pour drain the dillies. I am going to chug on the tortillas because I like the idea that there's just discs of tortillas just flying about. I can't believe that I'm just now finding out about this tradition. That's pretty awesome. But marshmallows, everybody wins with marshmallows. Everything's better with marshmallows. I'm sipping on marshmallows. That's who throws marshmallows on the field because that's a great idea.
Notre Dame.
It's
a senior day tradition where they get into a marshmallow fight in the student section.
Well, there you go. Marshmallows for the dub. I'm sipping on marshmallows. Fantastic idea. I feel like it's only been a tradition since Marcus Freeman got there, though, so I'm giving him credit for it.
It is not, but that's fine.
That's not, whatever Notre Dame does well is because Marcus Freeman and only Marcus Freeman. Do you want this train to continue? Do you want me to stay on this journey or not? All right,
it's with you. Yeah. I am going to go from the fans' perspective, and I am also going to drain pour dildos because
you got to sneak it in.
I don't want to walk in with that. Like,
don't emergency it.
Imagine if, that's true. You got to buy it, and then your Amazon recommendations are all screwed up forever. It's like, hey, you also might like 16-inch version. It's like, what? No, I can't sneak that one into the game. So hard drain pour on the dillies.
The user recommendations always pop me up. No. It was for a gag. It was for a gag.
I still get boob tassel recommendations on Amazon every once in a while from when we made Joe wear boob tassels as a punishment. That still pops up randomly where it's just like, you might be interested in. I'm like, no, I don't need booby tassels. So drain pouring the dillies. This is going to shock you. I'm going to chug the marshmallows. I love the tradition, but I also, you're throwing them at people in the stands. It's not throwing it onto the field. So I'm going to pass on that one. And I'm going to sip the tortillas only because this looks really fun. Also,
that looks awesome.
Why are there a lot of holes in the middle?
I don't understand that. Is that for wind resistance? Does that make them more aerodynamic?
There's two theories here. There's one theory that some students were like, actually, if you poke a hole in the middle of it, you can toss it and it goes farther. The other theory is that some frat boy fucked one, and then somebody else saw it and was like, oh, we're supposed to put holes in these? All right, cool. So either theory I'm on board with.
I hope the theory about the holes goes back as long as the tradition. Like, it's part of the tradition. We don't know why. We leave it as a mystery for you to decide. Which lore is correct? Who knows? Maybe both.
Jesse said, what if the dillies were sponsored? He said, excuse me, sir, is that Peter North Model 2 in your bag?
Oh, my God. I don't know who that is. You guys should really use names and references that I would understand. No idea who this Peter North you speak of is.
Is it glory hole tortilla? I mean, look at this and tell me that some frat boy didn't think about fucking the tortilla. Like that's
Well, I mean that when you put up the picture the first time, it was my first thought. I was like, why do they look like giant donuts? Like it is, it's weird, and the hole's very centered. So yeah, I mean, it immediately goes to, well, somebody tried to stick something in this.
Jesse pointing out a dildo with batteries is a vibrator. It's the escalator stairs things. A dildo or a vibrator cannot break down. It can only become a dildo. That's like the Mitch Hedberg version. All right. It's a tradition that's going away because college sports are ruined forever. And it's all about the money now. Speaking of the money, let's talk a little wise, guys. Scott, if you're new here, if you've never been here before, this is the part of the show where we rate college football teams on the only thing that really matters, and that's their chance at winning the national title. This is the Wise Guys Top 10 for Week 8. Here we go. Coming in at number 10, Oklahoma at plus 2,800. Number 9, Ole Miss. Lane Kiffin there, Scott, at plus 2,200 odds. It all.
He too can do that for you, Florida.
Texas, Hook 'em Horns. They're sitting there at plus 1,800. Number 8. Number 7, Miami take the topple after losing to Louisville this weekend. They dropped plus 1,700 odds to win the national title. They don't control their own destiny anymore, Scott, for the ACC championship. Isn't that crazy? They've lost one game, and they don't control their own destiny. Because there's 3 ACC teams that are undefeated right now.
Yeah, well, go undefeated.
Number 6, Georgia at plus 1,200 odds. Number 5, a tie, Texas A&M and Notre Dame plus 1,100 odds. ND sneaking up just outside of the top 4 in odds to win the championship. Looking at the top 4 here, we got some surprises here, Scott. Number 4 is Oregon at plus 900.
Okay.
Number 3, Indiana at plus 800. Number 2, Alabama at plus 650. And Ohio State cruising in Vegas at a plus 260 odds to win the national title. Notice anything about that top 4 there, Scott?
3 Big Ten teams and an SEC.
3 Big Ten teams and an SEC team. That's right.
It's the same as it always ever was. The faces sometimes change, but the conferences are the same.
I mean, sometimes, like most of the time, I feel like they go 2-2, right? They're like, we need just whoever we think is going to be in the SEC championship versus whoever we think is going to be in the Big Ten championship and put them in the top 4. No, 3 Big Ten teams in the Wise Guys top 10 this week. This hasn't happened before. Even when the SEC was like,
Georgia was nowhere on your top 10 either.
They were. Georgia was.
Let me
go back. They weren't that far off. Hold on, we'll go back. They're number 6 plus 12.
They're 6. Okay, all right. I must have blanked out for a second.
It's fine. You don't have to listen to me when I talk. It's
Mookie. I was filling in for Mookie, and actually, funny enough, I was reading Mookie's message. I can almost guarantee you that's what happened.
All right, man. So there you go. There's your Wise Guys. Shocking that the Big Ten is getting that much respect.
Sarah making a good point that the Big Ten is not enough. They're like, yeah, 3 out of 4, but if we expand, we could have 9 out of 16.
2 things that I want to talk about. Do you want to go lower than college or higher than college for this next football story?
Ooh, let's go lower.
Lower. All right. Ohio is making some national news because of Chug.
It's never good.
You might like this one.
Uh-oh.
You might like this one. A judge in Columbus issued a ruling that grants Ohio high school athletes permission to sign NIL deals.
What? That seems very un-Ohio of us, but okay.
All right. Do you know what this opens up the door for, Scott? This opens up the door for Craft Brewed Sports to be able to afford an NIL deal with an athlete. Because now
we can sponsor a child.
We can sponsor a child.
We have a child.
Here's my pitch. we find like a number 5 or 6 man on some high school golf team, and he becomes the Craft Brewed Sports NIL
Dude,
year.
yes.
We just pay him to, like, I don't know, put something on his bag with our logo on it, or like put Snapchat stories about, I don't know what kids are doing these days, but whatever it is, we could have our own Craft Brewed Sports.
Well, you probably don't want to know what the kids are doing these days, but in the realm of like acceptable things that the kids are doing, we'll put it there. We'll put it there. Because I don't want it to be like, Craft Brew Sports dick pics or something like that. Like, we don't need that. But yes, I'm with you. This is an amazing idea. We should definitely find somebody who would be willing to do this. Shouldn't be too hard. I'm not going to troll for high schoolers. That's creepy. But I feel like this is a job for Mookie. Mookie, find us a kid that we can sponsor. Mookie just hanging out at high schools. Hey, kid, you want an NIL deal?
Hey, you want to make some money, kid? Mister, did you dye your beard? Shut up. Just
My name's Mookie, definitely not Mike.
Gabe said Craft Brewed NA beer. We do have a really bad naming problem here when it comes to signing underage high school kids to NIL deals. It's like, hey, can you promote our show where we drink beer and talk sports and make jokes
do a
about
bunch of things that are illegal for you to do?
Sarah said, Mookie, I've already got a list. I've been waiting for this day. Oh, Jesse, what a great thing. We could have the kid do a TikTok series, dog or no dog par 3s across Ohio. He just like rates the course after his match.
That'd be awesome.
No dog. Dude, we got to get it.
There you go.
We got to get a high schooler. Well, that was
again, I'm going to be very careful with my wording through this segment. I think it's a great idea. I want no part in the selection process. Okay.
Let's switch gears to adults.
I knew that there would be something when you said below or above. I'm like, well, it's probably going to go below in humor. So let's go there first.
Do the pause. All right. In the NFL, there's only really one story that I cared about from this weekend because, like, whatever. Football is whatever. Nothing makes sense. I can't get a pick right to save my life. The NFL makes no sense to me. Somehow Daniel Jones is great and everybody who was good isn't good. And I hate the NFL. But this story came across my socials and I was very excited because the Chiefs went belt to ass to the Raiders this week.
Hell yeah. You love to see it.
Yeah, one of those things. And at one point, the camera cut over to the sidelines, and Chris Jones was seen drinking out of a glass bottle on the sideline. That immediately everybody was like, is Chris Jones just chugging vodka on the sidelines of this game? It went super viral with people saying that this is absolutely him chugging vodka on the sideline, which there's no way. Like, this is clearly some type of mixture, electrolyte drink that they made for him. But why is that the bottle that it's in, Scott? Why? Who made that decision?
I like that they covered the label. They're like, we can't get it off. Just put some tape on it. Chris has to get his liquids in. It's just gonna look weird. We hope nobody's like, God help us. Let this not go viral. That could be a real problem. But this is the only bottle we have. Cover up the label. Hand it to him. Let's go. Surely it won't go viral.
We don't have anything. All of the water bottles are used. We don't have anything to put Chris Jones' drink
Nothing,
in.
dude. It's like when you walk into the kitchen, every single dish that we own is in the dishwasher. Unbelievable. Nobody hit start. Okay, now I got to drink out of the cup in the bathroom. This is bullshit, but okay.
All the bowls are dirty, so you're pouring your cereal in just the pot and drinking it out of that.
Yeah,
cereal out of that.
Yeah.
That's the life, man.
That's the worst.
way to be.
Nobody started the dishwasher there in Kansas City. It happens. I mean, you're prepping all week for the game. You run out to the field. Did anybody hit the dishwasher? No. Now it's halftime. You need to get fuel in these guys, and we're all out of clean water vessels. Just use one of the assistant coach's bottles that he had the night
They're
before.
looking around, they're like, God damn, what can we do? What do we got? Andy's got an empty
handle.
Sarah's saying it's environmentally friendly, and Dorian said, I fuck with it. And then Boyle said it reminds me of Maurice Claret goose.
Oh yeah, getting his goose on.
I mean, at least that's a practice and not on a Sunday in the middle.
Not on a Sunday at the job.
I do love too that like people bought that hook, line, and sinker. Like there was one post that was just like, "Is Chris Jones drinking vodka on the sidelines?" And then boom, everybody was like, "He is drinking vodka." That's exactly what this is. That's the picture shows. Look at that. The referees let him get away with everything. They even let him drink on the sideline.
People are so gullible. Like that wouldn't be my first assumption. Like again, if he were to be drinking, he's not just gonna do it right there on the sidelines, like in clear view of everyone. So usually folks with drinking problems do everything they can to hide it, not just blatantly obvious on the sidelines of a nationally televised game.
He's like cheersing guys. Hey, fellas,
yeah,
great stuff.
Like that's a giveaway that it's not booze.
Dank said Mike McDaniels would be drinking vodka on the sidelines by mid-season if he doesn't get canned first. Wasn't McDaniels the one that hit the vape pen on the sidelines? Like,
that's what people thought. Yeah.
And not what they thought. I think he actually did. Right? Like that was.
Did he? I don't know. I just found out recently that he had a booze problem. I read about that the other day.
Didn't know that. He better not hang out with Chris Jones.
Yeah, not a celebration or a thing I'd be doing on the sideline of a Mike McDaniel game. Not wise.
Sarah said it's unbelievable they went vodka, totally ignoring the possibility of tequila or white rum.
It's just whatever is available, Sarah. God, they weren't worried about the brand. This wasn't for the look. Just trying to get hydrated.
Tequila. All right, Scott, we've waited long enough. It's that time. It's your time to shine.
Hell yeah.
Your favorite time of the year. It's World Series time. Let's talk baseball.
Here's the pitch. Oh, shit.
We'll start off with the NLCS and how that wrapped up because it was...
Nobody cares. Dodgers won. All right. Ohtani's amazing. Whoop, moving on.
A freaking unicorn, man. That game 4 performance is insane. Is that the greatest performance in a baseball game we've ever seen in our lives and likely will ever see in anybody's lifetime?
I don't know. Is Ohtani done playing baseball? Because that's my thing. I mean, not trying to be as smart as, but it's just like, I pretty much expect Ohtani to do something that I've never seen or think, man, I probably won't see that again. And then he goes and does something like that. Like he's done many things that I don't think that I will see again until he does something better. I think the funniest part about that happening was all of the talk, and it's whatever. There's nothing else to talk about when the Dodgers are just out here beating ass. But it was, oh man, Shohei, he's really struggled this series. They figured out how to stop him, and all playoffs he's really struggled. La 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 la. And then he goes out there and does that, and I was like, oh wait, that's right, he's the greatest player to ever play the game. Who knew? They have slumps too. Weird.
Not only does he hit the 3 homers, one of which went out of the stadium, but then he also struck out 10 in that game and surrendered less. Like, I forget what the stat was, but it was something like only 12 players in MLB history have hit 3 home runs in a single postseason game. And only 20 pitchers in MLB history have thrown for 10 or more strikeouts while giving up less than 2 runs or some crazy, whatever combination that was. So he did both of those things in the same game. We don't appreciate what we're watching, Greg. Like you see these.
I do.
Your reaction is, but your reaction is just like, yeah, that's the greatest thing I've seen so far. But he's probably going to top it. Like you can't even.
No, I know. I still realize though how incredible the feats are. Like it's incredible when compared to everybody else, but when compared to himself, it's like it's amazing. But I fully like if somebody would say to me like, yeah, that's it. I would legitimately be shocked if that was the last thing that I ever said. Oh yeah, that after that Ohtani was just kind of normal. Like he was just kind of boring after that. He never really did anything of note.
After that, he only like either hit 3 home runs,
right? Yeah, he never did that again. So like, he was just kind of he was pretty jaggy after that.
Somebody should file a criminal complaint against the Angels for that. Like looking at what this dude does. You had Ohtani and Trout and Pujols on the same squad and did nothing. Nothing. Didn't even make the playoffs. And then he's out here in the playoffs hitting 3 home runs and striking out 10 batters in the same game. Unbelievable to me how terrible that Angels organization is.
What a generational waste. Like I don't think we've seen a talent like that wasted like that, where like not even making the postseason. Like seriously, like think about generational talents and like all the sports where they've like never even made the playoffs with the team that they were originally taken into the league by. Like probably can't find too many of them. Like Angels are right there alone in that distinction, or near the top of the heap, because that's pretty damn embarrassing.
Do you think Trout really hates Ohtani? Like I feel like Trout can't.
No, I'll tell you what I think Trout hates though. I think he deep down hates that he was entirely loyal to the Angels, because he just figured, oh, it'll happen. Everything will be fine. Like I don't think that he hates Ohtani, but he kind of hates himself for being so loyal, and hates the decision that he made to not at any point use the leverage that he had to just be like, I want to get the fuck out of here. Like in what would have been his prime. Like now he could do it and it'd be like, yeah, okay, whatever. They're probably trying to get rid of him. But yes, when he was at the height of his amazing Hall of Fame talented career, yes, he probably wishes that he did it on a team that would have actually allowed him to get to the playoffs and have any amount of success similar to what Ohtani has had. Like just getting there and winning a damn series would have been better than this.
Boyle pointing out, he's correcting me a little bit here. Angels had 2 generational talents on the same roster and couldn't even be slightly above average.
It's enough to get, like we talked about it before, like owners should be held to a similar standard. Like if you have something like that, immediate expulsion from the league, like immediately. I don't care if you have the money, you've done, hey, already won a World Series back in 2002. That's great. Fine. You got to go. You did this. This was criminal. Get out. You're out of the league. There's only 30 owners in this league, and you ain't one of them no more.
Tank saying crazy stats. It's like some old time baseball shit. Like when Monroe McGillicuddy went 4 for 4 with 10 strikeouts in 1885 for the Scranton Barn Sox. Old Monroe McGillicuddy.
And Pappy McStankface was the one that he struck out for his 10th.
Oh, Pappy. They said
never could have hit above his weight.
They said if Pappy could get a hold of one, it would go a country mile. ALCS is a much more fun series to watch. We got a game 7 out of that one. The Blue Jays come back, force a game 7, and then in game 7 they're trailing for most of the game until Springer hits a 3-run dinger and puts them ahead 4 good. That was what, the 6th inning that home run
Bottom
hit?
of the 7th, I believe.
It was the 7th. All right,
yeah.
So the lead in the 7th and then holds on and fights off the big dumper and the Mariners. I was crushed to see Cal Raleigh crying after the game, talking about the failure that was this season. Like, he said the season was a failure because they didn't win. And it's like, bro, you hit 60 some home runs as a catcher. You allowed 1 pass ball the entire season. You have cemented your place in history, and it was a failure to you. That is heartbreaking, man. Heartbreaking.
Yeah, I mean, I do feel bad because somebody had to lose this series. And the unfortunate part about not hating either team is that it's like, oh, it's kind of be a bummer for whoever season, because the Blue Jays, man, they fought all season and fell back, or they came all the way back from like the beginning. And then if you go back to like the early part of the offseason and like when the season was getting ready to start, all the talk was Blue Jays need to tear this down. They're not going to re-sign Vladdy. It's all falling apart. Ohtani didn't want their money. Nobody wanted their money. They can't get anybody to come to Toronto. It's all over. And then they re-signed Vladdy and then somehow go on this miracle run to get here. And so that story is amazing. And then obviously the Mariners, having never made the World Series, would have been an amazing story too. Plus the dumper is in America's hearts. Like, if the dumper doesn't win MVP, then shut the MVP down. There's no such thing as an MVP. I don't want to hear anything about it being a close race. And I know that Judge is going to get all the stupid votes from the stupid people in stupid New York. But it's Dumper's award this year. I don't care what anybody else says. And so it sucks that you don't get to see him on that like super stage. But I do think that the way the Blue Jays are playing right now, they're the best chance to beat the Doyers. I don't think they will. But they were the best chance of the two.
Yeah,
to beat the Doyers, and I don't think they will.
All right. Well, we've got so you're kind of burying the lead a little bit here, because I've got a surprise for you. I reached out to a good friend of the show here. And I have asked this may become a regular thing. This is the Scott Ski 45 stat of the day.
Hey guys, it's the Scott Ski 45 stat of the week. The Blue Jays were 57-1 this year when scoring more than 6 runs in a game, and 3-0 in the ALCS against Seattle in that same scenario. The Dodgers have only given up 6 runs in a game once in the entire postseason, an 8-2 loss to Philly. What gives in this year's World Series?
Oh, that's a good stat. Skotsky 45 with the stats.
Ooh, that's a tough one because like when Toronto got on a roll in these playoffs in both the first and second round, it was when they put up runs like in bunches. And so I feel like if that's the key. That's why I think they have a better shot, is because the Mariners struggle to put up runs, and you're going to need to put up runs to beat the Dodgers. I think that trend has to continue in favor of the Blue Jays if they're going to win this series.
There's no way that they can do that though against this staff, right? Like putting up runs in bunches against this staff where it's just.
But the Mariners have a really good staff too.
But it's not, dude. It's not Dodger staff. Come on.
Yeah, but their bullpen might be comparable. Like I know the Dodgers have all the money backed into it, but I'm just saying. The Mariners are no slouch of a staff. And so again, I don't think that Toronto's going to, but if they're going to do it, it would have to be like that, which is scoring a bunch of runs. Like again, that trend, in order for Blue Jays to come out victorious, it would have to be for that to continue. I think Doyers in probably 5.
I could see them doing that like once, maybe twice. Right, like
maybe 5,
maybe 2 games that they're able to score 6. But you didn't let me finish my point. My point being, I think that they could also win a close one too. Like I think the Blue Jays staff is solid enough to hold the Dodgers offense in check, maybe a game. And if you can get your offense to put up runs in 2 games, and you can get your staff to give you 1 good game that holds the Dodgers to a low scoring, that's 3 potential wins right there, man. Like now I've got hope for the Blue Jays.
Let me just ask you guys this real quick. How many home runs has the Blue Jays staff hit?
0. The pitching staff, 0.
Moving on.
Good thing they're not going to be asked to, though. So there's that.
Dick Mookie.
I mean, he's not wrong. He's not wrong.
They've got a Cy Young winner that they're not even putting on their active roster because it's like, we're good. You know what they did? You know what they hit Clayton Kershaw with? Pass.
Well, yeah, because he's washed. Like Clayton Kershaw is not needed on that roster. So yeah, they would pass on Clayton Kershaw. Not only that, Clayton Kershaw sucks in the playoffs. Like they finally had the opportunity to be like,
historically,
we don't need to rely on Clayton. Like we got all these other dudes. We don't have to. Maybe we can have Clayton go out there for like a 1 inning out of the bullpen, but we don't need him. We have no need for Clayton Kershaw. That's got to be a relief, man. Bar saying Blue Jays in 7. Greg.
I'm here for that.
Going back to the ALCS, Joe wanting to know Seattle should have brought in the closer for the top of the Jays lineup in the 7th, right?
I mean, probably, but they were playing with such thin margins and getting to the game 7, like both bullpens were like spent, man. So I don't know. You can argue Munoz there, but sometimes things are just going to happen like that. Like there's only so much you can do in a game 7.
How happy does George Springer feel after that?
Pretty happy considering during that series there was all sorts of controversy about the fans cheering when he got blasted in the knee because of game 3.
It wasn't even cheering. That when he got up, they booed. They booed.
Yeah, they cheered when he went down, and then booed when he got back up, and then there were more cheers when he left the field, for the game in pain. Which I thought he might be done for the series because it looked like pretty bad.
It was rough
for him to come back. But I mean, then you had the Blue Jays manager calling out the fans for that, and the little back and forth there between the fans and everything. Because that's a big thing with Toronto and the Mariners is. Seattle is when those two play regular season games, Seattle is the closest place for a lot of Canadians to get to see the Blue Jays. So usually it's like kind of a home game for the Blue Jays in Seattle. So the fact that there were so many Toronto fans there and there was still those boos tells you that there were still those cheers, tell that the Mariners were able to break through some of that. The fact that there were a lot more Blue Jays fans there.
I got to push back. Seattle is the closest stadium for Blue Jays fans to go to? Because that doesn't sound right.
For the western part of Canada, the Blue Jays fans that live there, I mean, it's one of those like stories that I've seen on SportsCenter where it's just like you'd be surprised, but it's like because the western part of Canada is not close enough for them to get to Blue Jays games in Toronto, it's easier for them to get to games in Seattle.
Okay, all right, now I'm tracking more for you. The western part of Canada.
Yeah. I mean, the Toronto fans,
the fans in Toronto are like, God damn. I got to get to Seattle. Like,
no. The Toronto fans in Western Canada.
Detroit next week. Nah, too far. I got to go to Seattle. It's right here.
Got to make that pilgrimage all the way across the continent, all the way over there to Seattle.
I was so confused because I was like, do you know where Toronto is? What the fuck?
Yeah. No. The Western, that was my thing. I was just like, well, why wouldn't there be? And I'm like, I guess they're all still. But you would think that some of that Mariners fandom would kind of just spill over, and I'm sure it does because of the proximity. But I guess there's a lot of Western Canadian Blue Jays fans.
Well, I mean, it's the only Canadian team, so I feel like it's like the Raptors. Everybody's in on the Raptors because that's the only NBA team. It's not like the NHL where you've got multiple franchises to segment the population. Canada's like, I ain't cheering for a U.S. team, man. Sure, the Blue Jays.
I didn't understand before, but I get it now. I get it now. Understood, Canada. We're with you.
You know what else I get now is seeing this in real life. I understand now.
Wrong one.
What the hell?
Hang on, I got you. Move. Hold on. There it is.
What the ass? There it is. I see where Alex is coming from. I think that would be a good look.
Hold up.
What am I looking at? Did you just chat
GPT?
No, I didn't even need to waste my tokens. Gabe did it for us. So again, folks, shout out.
Version of my wife. That's terrifying.
I'm more upset about the Craft Food Sports logo, and so should Tank. It bastardized our logo.
ChatGPT, this is why you can't replace a true artist. ChatGPT won't be able to replace a true artist. So look what they did to that logo. Guys, this is terrifying. I don't like this. I don't like this at all.
I don't either.
Just know if you've got contributions out there, Speakeasy, throw it in the Discord and we will put it on air.
Now it's gone to the Discord.
We talk about scrotes. So.
Pretty scrote. Gabe said that's what I get for throwing.
Yep.
Gabe, hold on. You cannot say the Gabe Goliath guarantee,
but also,
and then miss 3 of the 4 legs of the parlay, man. I'm sorry. I gotta call you out for that. It cost me.
Now, to be fair, he actually hit the parlay perfect. He was perfect. He was 5 for 5. He just picked the wrong side of each 5 legs.
This is gonna haunt my dreams.
That's scary. I'm also offended by the Alex GPI creation. Like I don't like that part of it either. It's only half her face. I'm creeped out. Like, what did they do to your backyard patio too? Your backyard looks way better.
Let me see if I can get this here, because if we can get that, if we can just get that logo piece right there, it looks like a calzone crossed with an octopus.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that.
There ain't nothing good.
It looks
about
actually
that
like the inside of a clam.
It's Squidward, like yellow Squidward.
Yeah.
By the way, Tank saying thank you guys, fucking AI slop. We got you back. Jesse's saying nobody put a gun to my scrot and made me bet it, and that's fair. But if somebody's telling me it's a guarantee, I'm gonna bet it. It's the guarantee of the week, man. So I'm gonna bet it. A shekel or 2 down. And then we got to pull this one up. Tank says AI Mike drives a lifted truck.
It's fair.
Jesse said we know where AI Mike was on January 6th. Nick Bosa were hanging out together. My teeth look fantastic, though. Look at that.
I mean, at least it's got that going for you, right?
Early whites there.
No way the AI generated version is the OG Digby though. So there's that. They can't do that.
I don't know. AI Mike looks like he fucks. Like this. My wife is gonna leave me for this guy. She's
just gonna leave that picture on your pillow. Like maybe Gabe was onto something. I'm just saying. Doesn't look so bad, does it?
I think it'll be all right, because once she sees what you're sporting on this ball cap here, I think she'll take a hard pass on it.
Share the right one there.
Oh my god!
Does that
nightmare fuel?
What is this? This was the AI cap, the logo.
That's the zoom in right there.
It looks like the cross section of a vagina.
That beard, though. I mean, what would Marcus think?
Marcus would not be happy
with a beard. With that beard? No,
not the red, not the dyed red version. He wants you to stick to your roots.
I don't know, man. As he said, AI Mike is 1,000% an otter, and I'm gonna have to look that one up because throwing some words at me that I don't understand, I'm gonna take him as disrespect. So I gotta look that up. Then he said craft brewed crack. And then Bar said, I can't. What is it? I can't even say it, Scott.
I'm not going to. I'm good.
Cthulhu Brewed Sports.
I know what he's talking about. Oh, I don't have that version of Tank's glasses, but that down with me. But that I know what he's talking about. I don't know how to pronounce it this far into a beer and a couple edibles.
Do you want to see the alternate version that Gabe had provided previously?
Yeah, let's do that. By the way,
you might as well. Right?
Mike has big feelings about trans people in sports. Are you bringing up a picture here, Mook? Is that what's happening?
Yeah, we're waiting on the upload here.
Oh yeah, no, he's got it. Here it is. Oh wait, that's the wrong one again, Mook. For the second time, stop bringing up the wrong picture.
Look, we're dealing with some old hardware over here, right?
Killing it as the EP here. Oh my god,
what is that?
Yeah,
What is that?
That's when your prompt engineering goes bad.
What? Why?
Wide black.
Why is he? Why is he
jet black.
tanner?
I did get tan. That's just the reflection off the. You go from a red beard to a black beard, you automatically get tanner.
I hate this more. Get this out of here. No thanks.
Get gone.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm not doing craft room sports with that guy. That's for fucking sure. Red beard would be passable, but that guy is not coming on.
Bring that back up real quick, Mook. Bring that picture back up.
I removed it all the way from the studio because Scott was so over it. I was like,
said it was Mike Mathers.
Oh wow.
Damn.
I think Jesse said the AI of AI Mike definitely rises and grinds.
Yeah.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? It is Tuesday night. This is Craft Brewed Sports.
No. Thanks, I hate it. My sports weekend was horrible, Mike. Your beard is worse. Get it away.
You know what? Since we're talking about horrible sports weekends, might as well hit this.
What the fuck is this?
Who cares?
Did you show the whole game?
That's it. That's all there's to report about Tulane highlights this week.
You lost.
Mookie got his ass handed to him.
Thanks,
off my screen.
Mike Morales.
Mike Morales.
As he said, AI Mike manifests abundance. Sarah said, Blackbeard AI Mike definitely has a caffeine addiction. And Bar said, hey gang, AI Blackbeard Mike.
Yeah, I'm out. I'm all the way out.
I don't know how much more time we want to give to this, but like Gabe sent the full picture now, not just the cropped out version, and it's got you wearing a Spurs t-shirt. Oh.
All right, now there's one of me in a Spurs shirt. Like we're going this.
Yeah, but it's got like a bull on it, so I'm a little confused.
Bro, let's go now.
We're gonna get hit with copyright infringements.
We're all in. We're all in on AI versions of me that are gonna haunt my nightmares for the remainder.
And
of
for
time.
better or for worse, it looks like it left Alex untouched. So it just truly shows how far you outkicked the coverage. All right, we're downloading the image, then I gotta save it, do all this other stuff.
Blackbeard Mike should be wearing a tracksuit. Thanks to Blackbeard AI Mike is hiding from ice when he goes to work.
All right.
Man.
Are we ready for this?
I'm ready for you, Mook. Hit me with it. This is a third AI generated image of me with weird features, I guess.
And apparently you're on the Chicago River on St. Patty's Day because it's green water behind you. So
wrong image.
Why the fuck does it do that? So Spurs with like a bull on them.
It also just says purrs.
Purrs.
I don't even see an S.
Yeah, you're right. There might not actually be an S.
Go purrs.
My wife looks terrifying in this. That is
I love that you said that Alex didn't change, and I disagree. I do not.
That is a skinwalker that has taken over my wife's body and is trying to murder me at night as soon as the sun goes down. That's what that is.
No, she's shaving off your beard after she murders you and just keeping the beard for keepsake.
She's
like, yeah, I wanted him dead, but I really wanted that beard to get dyed.
Is it shaving the beard, or is it like you're skinning the beard to keep?
Yes, keeping the skin attached to the beard.
All right, Joe is now requests are coming in because Joe wants a Rick Ross like.
I mean, look, as long as Gabe's got tokens, like.
Bar said, I haven't had this much fun in the comments since Mookie looks like night. And then Tank saying that Alex looks like the movie Smile. That's exactly what I'm seeing here. Just that this is a demon. This is somebody who is trying to murder me. Sarah saying that's an intense ginger. Hard R, not really digging that.
Ooh,
Sarah.
wow, hard R. Jeez. Rude.
Gabe is typing.
Matt Barr said scalping the beard, and then Justin said Redbeard AI Mike is ice.
Yeah, he's not worried about it. Imagine you're actually hunting yourself. That's the twist in the movies, that Redbeard Mike going after Blackbeard Mike at work. It was the same guy the whole time. He was hunting himself.
This is terrifying. I'm showing this to my wife and being like, "This is what you want me to look like."
Oh my God!
Yeah, there you go. That's the get out of jail free card.
Casual, like, no, I would never want you to wear a purr shirt.
It's crazy because I know exactly where Gabe got that picture from. That was our vacation that we took to Arizona. Took a little boat ride on the lake that wasn't green. I don't know why those.
Because AI is too dumb to know that water's not green.
This is
the reason Skynet hasn't taken over quite yet.
Getting pretty good though.
It's close. It's close. It's refining.
Joe said we have to make the segment last to know.
I was wondering if somebody was going to, because I looked and I was like, how close are we? Oh, we've got quite a bit of time.
We got a while to get to overtime, but these images keep coming. Tech said AI Redbeard Mike has had to sell opening day Red Sox tickets because of a DUI.
No doubt. That is
I got tickets to the Sox, man. You want seats? I got tickets. Got to pay for this DUI, kid. Oh no! Now Joe's asking for mustache only. Mike, look, we can't go mustache only. It's impossible. That's not a thing that will ever happen. I am so anti-Hitler that my body refuses to grow hair right here, so there will never be just a mustache on this face because it won't connect at all. There's that it gives off Yukon Cornelius vibes.
Yeah, it does a little bit. I can see it.
Good reference. I don't have the Blackbeard to pull up, but Jesse said Blackbeard AI Mike has definitely done some shady shit for a dime bag of Coke.
Which is why Redbeard Mike's after him. That and, him being kind of brown.
All right, so you're saying Dodgers in 5, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, just to circle back around, Dodgers in 5.
I just want it to be competitive at this point.
Yeah, I really do. Yeah, I would love for it to not end in 5, to be quite honest. Like, push the Dodgers to their absolute limits. If they're going to win it, make them do it in 7 and, and have to score 12 runs to do it. Like, something Herculean. Like, they've spent all that money. I want every single dime of it to have to be on display.
That would be pretty awesome. Like they have to really get their money's worth out of it.
Maybe we can get a 15 inning thrown in there, like get something exciting like that. Maybe we can watch it in the speakeasy on a Friday night.
At least I'm falling asleep in the speakeasy and not on the show. Like that's one thing I got going for me. I haven't hit that point yet where I fall asleep during the show. But yeah, if you guys want to hear me fall asleep on Friday nights, join the Discord. We have
I gotta say, Alex looks a lot happier in this photo. I mean, I don't know what it is about this photo, but she doesn't seem to mind the Spurs shirt or the Purrs shirt in this one. I don't know. Just saying. I would because he dressed it up with the jacket? I would do Crawford's voice with this mic. I just want to throw that out there.
Race card.
No, it has nothing to do with that. It would just be a nice change of pace to be the white guy on the show for once. That's all.
Does he saying, why does Alex look less murdery with Rick? That's my question too. Is AI tried to tell me something? Then my wife's just like, now I'm way happier with Rick Ross than I am with Redbeard the pirate.
I love how it's basically done nothing about you except put your shirt on Rick Ross and plop him in the photo. Like
That's my favorite. It's like,
yeah, like it's just the best part about it. Like this
AI is just like, yeah, this is what you get.
Also, Rick Ross would not be wearing a shirt. Let's face it. Like that.
Yeah, that's how you know AI is a cop.
They at least added the S. You could see it's not a Purrs shirt in this one. The S.
It could just be Spur.
It could be Spur. Sarah said my complaints about those 15 innings were great. I wish the game went on forever.
We were all rooting for that.
No, it was so terrible. I hated every minute of that game. I was so glad when it ended. But seriously, join the Discord because I do fall asleep in the speakeasy every Friday night.
Also, we've got enough people now on there that I truly have no idea who some of them are. It's great.
Some of them are just this guy, just hanging out. Changing my profile picture to that
dude in the Discord. That needs to be your profile picture in the Discord. Please do that. Please do that. I need that.
And my favorite was Matt Barr asked a while ago if people could put their actual names in there because he was confused, and that was back when like we actually knew the people. Now there's just randos left and right, but you know what? We're just fucking with it, right? Like I don't even know who Tuesday Trivia with Tom is, but hey, man,
the best is I don't need to. You either assimilate or the group quickly makes sure that you do. That's the best part. Like we're a hive mind, and there's generally one way to go. And so if you try to go against the tide, you'll quickly be called out.
There are standards. This is true. There is a screening process now.
# not a cult.
Nope. We take money from anyone for anything. There are opportunities to make money, though, from Gabe Goliath's guarantee of.
This is some awful vamping.
Dude, I know. I'm moving as fast as I can. This 2015 MacBook has its limits because holy shit. Mike, you should be terrified right now.
Oh, no. Do you have another one? Is that what you're trying to tell me? There's another one that I should be worried about?
Well, you know how there's like prison, Mike? This one comes to us actually from Dorian instead of Gabe. And this is...
Oh, no.
Dominican Mike.
Oh, no. What has it done to Crawford Sports?
And as Dorian says, quote, I'm no black, I'm Dominican. Dominican Mike. Oh! Yeah, this is going to be an easy hit to overtime, y'all.
Wow. That's
it also changed the ethnicity of my wife. She's not
yeah anymore. Man, it just destroyed Crawford Sports though. It's like
he said it's Miguel.
Redbeard Mike is definitely searching for this guy 1000%. In fact, Redbeard Mike and Blackbeard Mike might actually team up to find this guy. Yeah. That's a takedown in front of a Walmart right there if I've ever seen it.
That was a good one. Doesn't quite look like me, but I like it.
And again, like we were pointing out earlier, it's important to watch Alex's reaction to this next one because you can see the grimace and the death from within her soul as we look at Luigi Mike.
Now there's caught Mike. There it is. We finally found his true form. This is him when he's not undercover in the group. Yeah. This is Mike. This is true Mike right here. That not a cop lying ass son of a bitch.
Hey, you guys want some cherry Gatorade? How about some grape? I've got grape Gatorade over here too.
This Mike drives around with truck nuts on all day. Wow.
My wife looks terrified. Rightfully so.
Yep. I'd say so. Mm-hmm.
Dash Mike loves stop and frisk.
Oh, Matt Barr.
Clark said,
Oh my God.
actually, it looks good. No, I don't think so, man.
I gotta pass. I'm afraid to ask questions from this version of Mike on the show. Like I need a lawyer present to answer questions if I gotta do a podcast with this Mike. Let's just say that.
Hey, I want to hear your thoughts on the World Series. Also, where were you on Thursday at 8 p.m.? Just curious. Just wondering.
Long pauses before all of my answers.
Oh.
Stash Mike is definitely stolen valor. Yo said mustache ride, Mike. Let's fucking go.
Oh man,
this Mike is thinking about putting up a second deer stand this weekend. This
Craft Root Sports came out looking good though. Like that's
the logo looks great, and they've got the Spurs logo on the
t-shirt.
It literally just cleared out the old beard. The mustache looks great. Like I can't grow a mustache like that.
Yeah, no, it looks fantastic.
Miller for three. Oh, he backed it in. We're going to overtime.
Mine says 9:29. I'm just throwing that out there.
That's what I had too. So I think he was trying to distract from the Bears, Mike. and I think Justin nailed it. Stash Mike still can't chug syrup due to his thin little bird lips.
Good reference. Good Super Troopers reference. All right, we could keep them coming. We'll talk two more quick stories. Let's go basketball.
Boom shakalaka.
Greg, they've officially ended the debate. If we're wondering, Jordan versus LeBron, we have definitive evidence now as to who is the best and who deserves the crown, and that is Jordan, because LeBron put up a story, an Instagram story, where he, had some pizza and a glass of wine, and fans were quick to point out, "Hey, LeBron, why you eating pizza with a fork and knife, bro?"
That photo is so classically LeBron. Like, I get it, man. You don't, a little messy. There's a lot of stuff going on there. It's like, if you're gonna take that photo, though, man, you have got to read the room. You've got to be smart enough to take the knife and fork out of there, dude. What are you doing, man? Come on. Oh,
that's all you got to do. Hold him in your hand while you take the picture, man, and then nobody knows. You can go ahead and eat your pizza with the knife and fork in the privacy of your own home.
Right. I'm not shaming that. I'm not shaming the process. I'm shaming
it in
the
public, and you don't put it on the internet, man.
Yeah, dude. I'm shaming the evidence, man. You outed yourself. Like, come on.
Jesse said Jordan never leaves the crust.
100%. That's also a childish move. Eat the whole piece of pizza like a man. Be a man.
Did you see this book that's coming out that's talking about Russell Westbrook and how much he hated LeBron? And
what?
Potentially hates it. You didn't hear about this?
No.
There's a book that's coming out, and as part of the book, they're talking about Russell Westbrook's time with the Lakers. I think it's covering the Lakers in these LeBron years and stuff. But it had come out that Russell Westbrook is like, LeBron is fake as shit. I can't stand this guy. Like, hates LeBron. He knew that LeBron wanted to get rid of Westbrook in order to bring Kyrie into the Lakers. So he knew that, but then at the same time, LeBron was going around being like, let Russ be Russ, let Russ be Russ. And he knew it was all just bullshit. And there was one story that was quoted in the article or in the book that says that Will Smith came to the Lakers like right after slapping Chris Rock. They brought Will Smith in to talk to the team, and they gathered the team together for a team meeting. They were like, it's going to be like a half-hour team meeting. And Rob Pelinka left to go get Will Smith, and LeBron was like, all right, you guys got this, right? And just left the room, gone, like ghosted. And then AD followed him out of the room. And then eventually they get those two guys back in. And then LeBron proceeded to ask Will Smith questions for an hour straight. Nobody else could ask any questions. LeBron just kept quoting movies at him and asking him questions and delaying them, to the point that Russ at the end was just like, this motherfucker. Like, he wanted to leave an hour ago, and now he's talking nonstop to Will Smith. This motherfucker, and he was done. He was like, I hate LeBron. I think he's a piece of shit.
It kind of all tracks, though, doesn't it? Like, seriously. Like, again, I am not a LeBron hater, but everything he does screams like he does it for attention. He wants to be the center of everything. He was anointed king as a child and has been treated like one most of his life. Nothing shocks me to hear a story like that. Like that sounds absolutely correct.
It's just like, and Sarah points it out pretty well here. He gets so close to people liking him, and then he just blows it every time.
Either like seriously, if he would just like lay off the gas, like right at the perfect time, like you could, like the speed limit is right there, man. Like everybody knows you can go 80 in the fast lane, but man, don't go 81 because you're asking to get pulled over. And LeBron goes 81 every time. He goes 81 every fucking time. He always goes too far. You're just like, damn it, man. Like, I really want to be like, oh yeah, like generational guy. But also, he was a generational, just like bonehead when it came to decisions off. Like, yeah, he made $1 billion. Yeah, he did this and that. But man, he just constantly shot himself in the foot with just dumb choices. Constantly. And they're not even like poor choices. Like, he gets in trouble with the law. Like, he doesn't do anything like astronomically stupid. It's just like on that likability factor where you're just like,
makes it worse. That's what makes it worse. It's not anything crazy. It's that he gets called out for only being on page 1 of every book he ever reads, and he just continues to do it. And it's like, bro, you know this is a thing. Why do you continue to do this thing that everybody calls you out for? Like, just
don't do it.
Flip the page, man. Like, just fake it. Be in the middle of the book one time. Just so people are like, oh shit, it's not page 1. Drives me nuts. All right, we got some comments here. Jesse said, Stash Mike has a platinum Bass Pro Shop visa. Tech said Stash Mike lives on Winston's, Bush Light, and Anger. Joe said, speaking of AD, unibrow Mike, who says no?
Oh, man. Love it.
And then Chad Powers Mike. The mustache one's kind of growing on me now. I don't hate it as much anymore.
Well, I mean, on its face, I don't hate it because, like, again, I wish I could grow a stash that looked that great too. It's just the picture's just jarring. Like,
it's very jarring.
It's just jarring. And a certain type of people have kind of ruined that mustache just a little. Like haven't gone full Hitler with it, but it's easy to make jokes about the people that rock that type of mustache because a certain type of person always does. So,
Let's talk some hockey.
But hey, as they say in hockey, let's do that hockey.
We are back, baby.
Yeah, bud. Your sport is back. They're doing it on the ice.
On the ice.
Slapping them shots and
hell yeah.
One-timers and chirping.
Hey, you know what? Doing that hockey is what's going on. Doing that hockey.
I want to get your thoughts on this San Jose Sharks story, and not the one that most people are talking about where somebody slipped a message on the video board praising ice. This story is funnier. So the Sharks are obviously off to a pretty rough start. You know that as the hockey expert on the show, right? You know they're how they started this season.
I missed everything you said. It froze, dude. It froze right as soon as you were like this story, and then came back with how they started the season. I'm like, you got to be fucking kidding me. Overtime's like, nope. You've had a clean show. Can't allow that.
I just loved throwing it to you and you just blinking at me like your body just for I'm just gonna stand here and stare
Well,
at.
because I was hoping it would come back in enough like mid-sentence that I could pick up context clues and guess what you said. It was like the last 2 words you were saying. I'm like,
this story is not the San Jose Sharks ice story. This
I
is
heard
one about their start, and then I threw it to you. Their San Jose Sharks have had quite the start this year, right? You can agree on that as the hockey expert.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Phew, tremendous start.
Tremendous.
They're sharking it up there.
Tremendously bad at their 0-3-2 start to the season. Very
not what anybody expected. Tremendously awful.
So their coach was asked this week about their terrible start. And I'm going to try to play this one. I don't know if we're going to be able to get this to come through. But let me see if I can get this to play for us here. We're going to add this, and I got to hide that because it's not approved.
The resolve.
Can you hear that coming through, Scott?
Part of these
yes.
Starts here these last 3-4 years. I mean, how do you this group though? I mean, do you think it has sort of the resolve to sort of get back in it? Maybe a little bit more so than previous years.
Yeah, I think so. Again, a lot of new players. We got to just keep working, keep teaching from the coaches. We got to keep preparing them. But yeah, trust me, it sucks. Keep telling myself there's got to be a reason why this keeps happening in a sense. I'd give up one of my children for a win. So it's frustrated. I'm sorry.
All right.
San Jose Sharks coach to the open media. I'd give up one of my kids for a fucking win.
Hey man, he's desperate. My man wants to keep his job. I'd probably tell his kids, look, I'd give one of you up to keep the lifestyle that we have, just so you know. Like, I love you that much that I wouldn't want this lifestyle to change for any of us. So one of you would be sacrificed. If it comes to that.
Listen, if it means
we're drawing straws.
If it means I can't afford to live in this house anymore, one of you got to go. All right.
Yeah.
It's me a W.
Like, if I'm going to get fired, and all it takes is one of you to save my job, well, then the job it is. That's the job.
I heard that, and all I could think was that there's some leprechaun somewhere just like, finally, I've got it. Just gonna pop up to ask this guy a riddle, and he's gonna be like, "No, take the kid. Just give me the fucking wins. I don't care.
Just a win though, too. Like he goes one and whatever, still gets fired. Like, damn it,
shit, backfired." Talk about these beers we're drinking tonight. As always, we rate them on Caesar scale, dog or no dog. Scott, you ventured back into the THC seltzers.
I did, while it's still temporarily legal in Ohio. We ventured it back to Cycling Frog Cannabis Company with their Wild Cherry THC Seltzer. Each one was only a 5 migger, but I had 4 of them, so we hit the 20 migs tonight. And I gotta say, it's a dog. Very light on the wild cherry flavor, not overly weirdly enough, when a lot of these seltzers say, "Oh, it's cherry flavor," it kind of gives you that like cherry cough medicine syrupy type
sniff of cherry.
Yeah, not great. This actually nails it, like a natural cherry flavor. Like, it's good. But it consequently is not very sweet, and it tastes more like alcoholic. Well, like, not there's no alcohol, but I mean, it tastes more like what are those flavored waters back in the day? I can't remember what those. No. The actual like flavored waters that were all the craze in the 90s. They were like sparkling waters, but they had flavors to them. And the flavors were extra dull, but it was like, ooh, you're drinking this fancy flavored water.
From the night? Are you talking about LaCroix? That wasn't the 90s. That was like recent.
No, I'm not talking about LaCroix. Anyway, it's good. Dog.
There's your own man saying week, just us being like, you remember that thing? I don't remember that thing. You talking about this thing? No, I ain't talking about that thing. I'm talking about this other thing. I don't know that thing. I know this thing.
20 miggers later, it's overtime, baby. Welcome to overtime.
I was drinking Masthead Brewing's Pumpkin Spice Latte Ale. I did not realize This was an 8.3%, so I did not need the extra touch of the gummy before the show, but I did it anyways, and we made it through. Absolute dog. Really good flavor on that one.
There it is in the comments section. Both Gabe and Sarah clearly Canadian. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, I remember that vaguely.
I should have remembered that too, as much as I'm supporting Canada these days. Oh, Canada. I'm gonna try to learn the lyrics to my new home and native land. I gotta go. Citizenship's not easy either.
This was a show.
Don't dye your beard, dude.
Oh no, man. Some of them pictures, I'm kind of digging it. I don't know. I look young in a lot of those. I might be into it. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. What a fun show this was. I appreciate all the AI images you guys made. Appreciate all the comments on the images. That was a good time. If you've got a friend that would like the spookiness, tell them to subscribe to YouTube. Alex and I are going to do a video here soon where we drink Toyota Cream Bourbon and rate that. That's sitting in my liquor cabinet for 2 years now. So tune in for that. Be sure to hit the bell so you know when those videos go live. I've got some other fun things planned for our shorts. Go check that out. Be sure to follow us at Crafty Sports on all the social media platforms on all of those. You join the Facebook group. There's some people still in there, but everybody's coming over to the Discord. Come join us on the Discord. Find us at Craft Brew Sports. You got to answer the quick hitter questions. Then we'll let you in. Good time over there on the Discord. We will see you all next week. Cheers, everybody.
Hey, and as they say up here in Canada, release the files, eh?
You don't worry about the no's, you only worry about the yeses. The no's determine your future, not the yeses will come.